anything could happen in my other video, but it's hard to kind of sum it up, how I feel. I started watching this series. I didn't have cable or HBO or anything like that back when the show started. It had aired in April of 2011, and I got cable in at the end of November, and I was searching for a whole bunch of shows to watch. So it probably looks like I'm fake right now. I'm not I don't know. It's just the way I look. But I was looking for a show to watch, and I saw this was on HBO, and it had Sean Bean in it. That was really stupid of me to, be like, ooh, why don't I watch something with him? And it's probably epic, right? And so I started watching, and I was working a later shift when it started, and I would come home every night after work, and I would watch it. Hi, Amber. What?
Didn't you binge watch the first season?
I did, because it was on demand. So every night I would just sit here and after I got done work, it would be 4 o'clock in the morning. I would watch a couple episodes at a time until, of course, episode 9, where shit hits the fan and we all get pissed off and we have to keep on watching to see what's gonna happen. Are these people gonna ever get avenged? And 8 seasons later, there's still people still people that need to be dealt with, and not everybody has been avenged in the way that we have liked. So, I started watching this back a few months before the second season aired, and then I bought all the books. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go on and say that I've been a fan of this series since it came out, because it was 1996, I believe, when the first book came out, and I was way too young to be reading that kind of material. So, but I can't imagine how the people who have been reading these books and watching this for 20-some years now feel it now. The episode comes on at 9, so I'm 8 minutes.
I have anxiety.
So yeah, and I have not felt good this whole weekend. If it wasn't the finale, if it was any other season, I think I would just skip it tonight, went to bed, and watch it later. But I can't, because somebody will totally spoil it for me. Amber says, nice shirt.
Oh, thanks, Anne. I made it myself.
So
it's my 2 favorites. I'm trying to run my business.
She didn't make me a shirt.
I asked you.
No, I never remember that. Oh my God, they're starting. Oh my God, I can't.
I asked her if she wanted one for the finale.
Are they gonna do another montage at the?
And I thought you were gonna wear your Arya one.
I don't have it. I literally had no time to go home and.
I wish you told me. I would have freaking made it today. I have a large shirt at home. Probably would have fit you.
I had a Jon Snow loose one, and I hope I can still. Wait, I don't know how that.
By the way, it's Jon Snow and Arya, my 2 favorites.
Actually, wait, no,
and good.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to the back room. Charlie has one somewhere.
If you want to shop on your phone, visit my Facebook page, Heather Evelyn Designs, and like the page. Send me a request on there, and I can make you a shirt.
Oh, this ain't it.
It says winter is coming, and it's my 3 favorites: Arya, Jon, and Ghost. Had to have my Ghosty on there. It says winter is coming. I wanted to put something I wanted to put stick 'em with the pointy end, but it wouldn't fit in the little black area the way I liked it to. I couldn't get it to arrange the way I wanted it, so I didn't.
All right. Oh shoot, wrong side. Shut up! I had it on backwards. Okay. Woo!
Did I make that or no?
No, Dom did. Well, I hope I can wear this shirt in about 2 hours from now. Okay? I hope I can. But anyway, it's. I don't know if I'm just gonna block it out tonight or what. It's my show. I can't even begin. I just hope.
Wait, do you have tissue before this airs?
No, I did not get tissues. That was really dumb.
Paper?
Yeah, we have toilet paper.
I'll
go grab some in a second. But anyway, God, and I know it's not gonna end up like this. Tyrion, please survive this.
And Arya.
Okay, no, those are my favorite. No, I want her to live.
Well, can you say Arya for me? Like, that's been my bitch, man.
Well, there were supposed to be 5.
John and Arya are the only reasons I continue to watch the show.
I watch
There's
other
one
reasons.
of them.
I really do.
I know you do, but I would have stopped at the Red Wedding if it wasn't for those two. I honest to God would have. Like, it wasn't worth it to me. It honestly wasn't. Like, no, this ain't worth me fucking breaking phones like this. It's a fucking show. Fuck this shit.
Are you gonna get out of control later? Do I have to put stuff away right now?
It's the ending, so I doubt it.
But there were supposed to be 5 original people that made it through this whole series, okay? So far, they made it to the last episode. They were Dany, Jon, Arya, Bran, and who am I missing? I said Tyrion. Wait. Tyrion, Dany, Arya, Jon, and Bran. They were supposed to make it through and always be safe.
Not Sansa?
No. So if they stay true to like the original script, she could go tonight. And I know she's gonna be happy that she beat Sansa. She did some screwed up things this season. I mean, I think a lot of people did. But hopefully maybe I don't know how Dany's does unless she killed everybody. I don't know. But it would be nice if those originals made it, and they probably won't. I don't even know what to think. I have so many ideas about who it could be. I did read a potential spoiler about who it could be too this week. Hopefully I didn't get it spoiled for me if this person does sit on the throne or is in charge. But like I always say, I know the episode doesn't air for a few minutes. This is a live reaction feed. I know people do air it. I'm not going to illegally air this. I did put that up in the comments because I know a lot of people command me every week for not showing it. If I could, I would show different clips and show you guys what's happening as we're reacting. But unfortunately, I don't have the technology to do that. So it is just us. When I go back and look at this video again, I do put in the points where there is reaction, so you can just fast forward to that point. That looks very trash.
I don't care. I'm gonna need it. I ain't bougie. Shit.
But I don't know. Who without, unless, I don't know. Yeah. Who do you think's gonna win? I don't know. It's their knows and all. Do the Baratheon who starts get it back? What is gonna go down? You're 3 minutes away. I just have to go leave the feed for a second and do something. Oh my God, they're playing all these like little teasers about it being the last season, and not the last season. No shit, it's the last season. But yeah, it being the series finale. Oh my gosh, there's something in my water. I gotta go fix that.
I'm ready, y'all. I'm not ready, y'all. Hashtag I should have worn bulletproof mascara. Hashtag not today. Hashtag
You know what I think's gonna happen? This is what I think.
on the Iron Throne.
Dany's gonna burn them all. She wins. No, Jon kills Dany. Then goes north. And then gives it to Tyrion. Then Tyrion wins. Then, I don't know. He hasn't been doing a good job, so he goes, Arya, you take it. And we just, they all win. Then.
Arya don't want it, so she gives it to Sansa. And Sansa's greedy ass gonna say yeah.
I don't know. I know Daenerys is gonna take somebody out.
I just don't think Sansa would be
because it's been such a long time since we lost the Stark. I'd be upset.
But Sansa's not in where they are, so I doubt it's gonna be her.
But Daenerys has a dragon, and she can hop over there real fucking quick and like,
bye, Sansa.
I'd be upset.
I don't think Sansa's a good leader. I think she's for herself. She will make any deal to whatever, suits her and whatever's convenient for her. I don't think she'd be a good leader. And I think she's...
I feel like they set her up to be the new Cersei.
I mean,
like,
she kind of is.
And then Jon's the new Ned. Like, they've all, like, set different characters up to be...
Listen.
Like, different people from the first episode.
If I had to pick one person to survive this and get an ending they deserve, it would be Arya Stark. And Jon. And Jon.
Jon, because he was my...
But
Jon was my favorite from episode 1.
Jon's vulnerable because he's closest to Daenerys.
Oh, God.
At this point. Not that that's even matter to Daenerys. The series finale starts in 2 minutes and 47
Oh my God, I can't, like, I'm gonna lose my shit.
But you're good, yo, you still might get a different ending.
I think it could actually end the same, but the way they get there is gonna be different.
Can you stuff real quick? This got my boy in it. James McAvoy.
I feel like it's either Tyrion or Sam is gonna get wiped out. And I'm just so upset about two of them.
Becky, this is a new series we can watch.
I can't. I don't want to watch it anymore. HBO.
Well, you were just saying, look, it's even got Game of Thrones characters in it. I love James McAvoy.
I'm debating whether or not to watch his prequels, because I have time to choose a side.
Hey, and that's the girl from,
like, whatever happens, happens, but...
His Dark Materials.
Just the way they
We gotta watch that.
You're excited? I am Sarah CBD.
I'm nervous. Sarah CBD.
CBD oil. I'm guessing it's CBD.
Amen.
I'm not napping. I don't even know, I'm speechless. I'm excited.
I know, but you gotta be quiet during this, Becky. You can't be freaking out, because I need to hear every fucking thing, because I get
can
confused.
rewind it.
I know, but I
If
get
something big happens, we may have to pause this for a second, just like absorb it for a second. Like if Tyrion gets chopped off in like the first 2 minutes, I'm gonna have to pause it and just like,
She gonna have to walk away.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away.
Oh my God, Jesse Pinkman, what is this?
But I'm excited, but at the same time, I don't want. It's the end, so it's sad. Boys. I think my sadness from this will come because it's the end. Because if anything, the show is
nothing. But you was talking about you need another series to get into. Look, they just debuted 2.
I know they're trying to fill this time slot now. I don't know.
That's Jesse Pinkman.
I need a show that comes on Saturday, so I'm not up all hours of the night on Sunday.
They're not. People are out.
I know. I can't. Well, I stay at home on Saturday. Oh my God! Here it goes.
Woo! Can you please turn this up? Oh my God, y'all!
All right, guys.
Who will sit on the Iron Throne at the end?
Here we go.
There's an Iron Throne. Here we go. Last time.
I'm gonna throw the hell up.
I'm crying. This is so sad.
Show.
I hate endings. I hate goodbyes.
I hate it. It's the goodbye part.
Give them that chance.
Seriously.
Surrenders, ring the bells and raise the gates.
Arya, my girl. Oh, Tyrion. Jon, look at the desperation on all their faces.
I can't. Oh.
Ready? Here comes the song.
Oh, this is it. This is Oh, they're gonna show their bodies. Like, Kate survived! Like, playing it. Sorry, I thought Jamie was alive.
It still might be, goddammit. I'm still holding out hope that Cersei gets it.
John Bradley. See, you did John Bradley's in it. Fucking Sam's back in it. That was it. Who's Tormund? That's it. That's Tormund.
Stop telling me.
Tormund.
Why?
Or maybe they're gonna do a.
Oh, is Ghost gonna get a goodbye?
Maybe.
They need to give Ghost a proper goodbye. That was
Oh, quick shout out. I just want to congratulate this whole cast. You guys made the show what it was. Thank you. Thank all of you. I don't have time to get
Yeah,
you all
because
now.
I'm telling you what, Lena Hadley really has me fucking wanting to kill her motherfucking ass. I've seen her on the street for real.
Don't say that.
She did good. She did her part. She
I
did
know
her
you
job.
just, if you saw on the street, you want to snap. I'm just saying that she put something happened to her.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I don't kill bugs. I don't kill beetles, and I'm definitely afraid of beetles. I don't kill anything.
I think what you meant by that is they make
She
you so
did her
mad
job.
that, like, if you saw them in the street, you'd want to, like, fuck you. Like,
No, I'd want to kill her, but I wouldn't because I know it's not a human thing.
you'd be like, Cersei, you just automatically, like,
I'd associate her for the rest of my life with Cersei Lannister.
Yeah.
Fucking
I think that's what everybody's gonna be like.
It's
It's
like
like Harry
Umbridge.
Johnson. Oh yeah.
Harry Potter.
Alright. Oh God.
It's alright, buddy.
Like,
You and a billion other people are.
are we having the field?
Here it is. They killed Tyrion. It's like, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
They didn't kill Tyrion. Yeah. Stop it. Oh, that's loud as hell. This is so loud.
I'm sorry. So what? I have to do the dishes. Oh. This whole thing is gonna be about them fighting her. Trying to. Oh.
I mean, she's the lucky. She's kissing pretty hot guys. Even Dario.
That's how I felt about Kieran lately. Or not Kieran.
She only kissed one.
Oh.
Oh, this is
John
Brown.
Brown in there, and him. Second sick.
Like you. Oh my god, you can't stop that. I'm not gonna be able to hear anything.
Oh my god. He just gonna fucking just give himself up. Some of the red heat, come on.
In the name of the one true queen, Daenerys Targaryen, I sentence you to die. Very well. It's over. These men are prisoners. It is not over until the queen's enemies are defeated. How much more defeated do you want them to be? They're on their knees. They are breathing. Look around you, friend. We won. I obey my queen's commands, not yours. What are the queen's commands? Kill all who follow Cersei Lannister. These are free men. They trust my fire. Easy, man. Easy. See? John. I should speak with the queen.
That's what she's done in every other city, like every single person that was.
Oh my god, how much long does that have? Is that one for a long time?
On for an hour, so it should be the next 15 minutes. So I'm gonna try stopping this one.
The whole next 15 minutes if it's this loud and they're that loud.
Oh, it's gonna be sad. Jesus. We'll try to talk about it after the episode. Too busy shitting bricks. I can't believe in Egypt they had an area. It's a different part of the world.
What people? There's none left, stupid bitch.
Give her a drink out of that cup. What's she expect me to do though? Nobody looks anything? No, it's her. We can walk that flying in some air. Oh my God, Tyrion!
Jesus Christ, she's gonna kill me.
Oh my God.
She's gonna kill me.
Oh my God, I can't.
You freed your brother. You committed treason.
Freed my brother. Slaughtered a city.
Page, I've got this.
What are you doing here? What happened?
You'll still see. The queen got that first.
She's everyone's queen now.
I tell myself that.
Rip me outside the city gates. I'll come find you.
She knows who you are. Who you really are. You'll always be a threat to her. But I don't kill her when I see one.
Did you bring any wine? No. No. Thank you for coming to see me. Our queen doesn't keep prisoners for long. I suppose there's a crude kind of justice. I betrayed my closest friend and watched him burn. Now Varys' actions can tell my ashes. See, I told you. Just occurred to me. Talking to the only man alive who knows where I'm going. So is there life after death? Not that I've seen.
Oh, for what's real?
I should be thankful. Brienne is the best I can hope for. I strangled my lover. I shot my own father with a crossbow. I betrayed my queen. I did. But I'd do it again now that I've seen what I've seen. I chose my fate. People of King's Landing did not. I can't justify what happened. I won't try. But the war is over now. Listen. When you heard her talking to the soldiers, did she sound like someone who's done fighting? She liberated the people of Slaver's Bay. She liberated the people of King's Landing. She'll go on liberating until the people of the world are free. And she rules them all. And you've been by her side, counseling her. Until today. Until today. Varys was right. I was wrong. It was vanity to think I could guide her. Our queen's nature is fire and blood. You think our house words is stamped on our bodies when we're born, and that's who we are? Now, then I'd be fire and blood too. She's not her father, no more than your Tywin Lannister. My father was an evil man. My sister was an evil woman. Pile up all the bodies of all the people they ever killed. There still won't be half as many as our beautiful queen slaughtered in a single day. She left her no choice. The moment the gates fell, the battle was over. She saw her friend beheaded. She saw her dragon shot out of the sky. And she burned down the city for it. Ah, it's easy to judge when you're standing far from the battlefield. But you have done it. What? You've been up there, on a dragon's back. You've had that power. Would you have burned the city down? I don't know. Yes, you do. You won't say because you don't want to betray her. But you know. Doesn't matter what I do. It matters more than anything. When she murdered the slavers of Astapor, sure knowing that the slavers complained, after all they were evil men. When she crucified hundreds of Myronese nobles, who could argue they were evil men? The Dothraki coals she burned alive, they would have done worse to her. Everywhere she goes, evil men die, and we cheer her for it. And she grows more powerful and more sure that she is good and right. She believes her destiny is to build a better world for everyone. If you believed that, if you truly believed it, wouldn't you kill whoever stood between you and paradise? I know you love her. I love her too. Not as successfully as you. But I believed in her. With all my heart. Love is more powerful than reason. We all know that. Look at my brother. Love is the death of duty. You just came up with that. Maester Aemon said it a long time ago. Sometimes duty is the death of love. You are the shield that guards the realms of men. You've always tried to do the right thing, no matter the cost. You've tried to protect people. Who is the greatest threat to the people now? It's a terrible thing I'm asking. It's also the right thing. Do you think I'm the last man shall execute? Who is more dangerous than the rightful heir to the Iron Throne? She is the queen. I'm sorry I came to this. And your sisters. You see them bending the knee. My sisters will be loyal to the throne. Why do you think Sansa told me the truth about you? Because she doesn't want Dany to be queen. She doesn't get to choose. No. But you do. And you have to choose now.
Take John in the right direction. Not like that one chord, like the instrument they're using, not the tune.
When I was a girl, my brother told me it was made with 1,000 swords from Aegon's fallen enemies. What do 1,000 swords look like in the mind of a little girl who can't count to 20? I imagined a mountain of swords too high to climb. So many fallen enemies, you could only see the soles of Aegon's feet.
I saw them executing Lannister prisoners in the street. They said they were acting on your orders.
It was necessary.
Necessary? Have you been down there? Have you seen children? Little children burned!
I tried to make peace with Cersei. She used their innocence as a weapon against me. She thought it would cripple me.
And Tyrion?
He conspired behind my back with my enemies. How have you treated people who've done the same to you, even when it broke your heart?
Forgive him.
I can't.
You can. You can forgive all of them. Make them see they made a mistake. Make them understand. Please, Dany.
We can't hide behind small mercies. The world we need won't be built by men loyal to the world we have.
The world we need is a world of mercy. It has to be.
And it will be. It's not easy to see something that's never been before. A good world.
How do you know? How do you know it'll be good?
Because I know what is good. And so do you.
I know.
You do. You do. You've always known.
What about everyone else? All the other people who think they know what's good.
They don't get to choose. Be with me. Build the new world with me. This is our reason. It has been from the beginning, since you were a little boy with a bastard's name. And I was a little girl who couldn't count to 20. We do it together. We break the wheel together.
You are my queen. Now. And always.
Shit. Oh my god. Had to be done. Ugh. Oh, I know that killed him. Oh, John. So Dragon gonna try to kill the people.
I don't fucking know. Better kill that dragon, be our boss. This dragon better be killed.
Is Dragon gonna kill them
Oh
both?
my god!
makes the most sense of all. Ready to go. He's like, fuck it all.
Can't even right now.
Dude, the symbolism behind this right now is like, oh my god. It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't fucking, all of that. For that.
What about all those people with the toilets that have to, oh. It's one from the back.
Ain't nobody sitting on that iron throne. You need to hop on that dragon so her army is done.
Yeah.
Well, it's so crazy how that dragon understands that, though. You know what I mean? Like, it was all for that. He's like, dude, this just killed your fucking mom. Like, he doesn't blame Jon. You know, like, oh, that's so sad. Sure, let's get that.
Should've never even cried, but I feel so fucking bad for that dragon.
He really tried to get her up. Oh.
I just wonder what her purpose was. I mean, once I think about it this week, I'll make sense.
I need a minute. No, poor dragon.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah, they are.
People just skipped ahead to like fucking 5 months later.
Oh, there's new Prince of Dorne.
The Prince of Dorne? Nice to meet you.
Where's Jon?
He is our prisoner.
So is Lord Tyrion. They were both to be brought to this gathering.
We will decide what we do with our prisoners. This is our city now.
If you look outside the walls of your city, you'll find thousands of Northmen who will explain to you why harming Jon Snow is not in your interest.
That's
We will find thousands of
Oh,
unsighted.
I didn't see him. I saw the other
Some
guy.
of you may be going to forgive. The Ironborn are not. I swore to follow Daenerys Targaryen, swore to follow a tyrant. She freed us from a tyrant. Cersei is gone because of her, and Jon Snow put a knife in her heart. Let the Unsullied give him what he deserves.
Say another word about killing my brother and I'll cut your throat.
Friends and foes. We've been cutting each other's throats long enough. For both models. Am I saying that properly? If it weren't for you and your men, we would have lost the war with the dead. This country owes you a debt it can never repay. But want the Unsullied as your bannerman. We've had enough war. Thousands of you, thousands of them. You know how it ends. We need to find a better way. We don't need payment. We need justice. Jon Snow cannot go free. It's not for you to decide. So we're not here to speak. Everyone has had enough words from you. You're right. And no one's any better for it. But it's not for you to decide. Jon finished his crime here. His fate is for our king to decide. Or our queen. We don't have a king or queen. You're the most powerful people in Westeros. Choose one. Make your choice then. My lords and ladies, I suppose this is the most important moment of our lives. What we decide today reverberates with the annals of
Well, he grew up.
I stand before you as one of the senior lords in the country, a veteran of 2 wars. And I like to think my experience has led to some small skill in statecraft and understanding.
Listen.
He's like, don't look at me, I don't want nothing. Wait, what the fuck is that?
He hit the thing with the sword. Oh.
We have to choose someone. And why just us? We represent all the great houses, but whoever we choose, it won't just rule over lords and ladies. Maybe the decision about what's best for everyone should be left to, well, everyone. Maybe we should give the dogs a birth as well. Alas, my horse. I suppose you want the crown. Me? Imp. Half the people hate me for serving Daenerys, the other half hate me for betraying her. Can't think of a worse choice. Who then? I've had nothing to do but think these past few weeks about our bloody history, about the mistakes we've made. What unites people? Armies? Gold? Flags? Stories? There's nothing in the world more powerful than a good story. Nothing can stop it.
Right? Because Bran said it's a long story.
No enemy can defeat it. And who has a better story than Bran the Broken? fell from a high tower and lived. He knew he'd never walk again, so he learned to fly. He crossed beyond the wall, a crippled boy, and became the three-eyed raven. He is our memory, the keeper of all our stories, the wars, weddings, births, massacres, famines, our triumphs, our defeats, our past. Who better to lead us into the future?
Bran has no interest in ruling, and he can't father children.
Good. Sons of kings can be cruel and stupid, as you well know. This will never torment us. That is the wheel our queen wanted to break. From now on, rulers will not be born. They will be chosen. On this spot by the lords and ladies of Westeros to serve the realm. I know you don't want it. I know you don't care about power. But I ask you now, if we choose you, will you wear the crown? Will you lead the Seven Kingdoms to the best of your abilities from this day until your last day?
Why do you think I came all this way?
The Brandon of House Stark. I say aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye. Aye. Aye. Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Not sure I get it all, but aye.
Aye.
Was she fuming? She did.
I love you, little brother. I always will. You'll be a good king. But tens of thousands of Northmen fell in the Great War, defending all of Westeros. And those who survived have seen too much and fought too hard ever to kneel again. The North will remain an independent kingdom, as it was for thousands of years.
She's such a spiteful fucking bitch.
All hail Bran the Broken, first of his name, King of the Andals and the First Men, Lord of the Six Kingdoms, Protector of the Realm.
All hail Bran the Broken. Lord Tyrion,
Yeah, that was the squealer I read.
you will be my hand.
Oh.
Grace, I don't want it.
And I don't want to be king.
Shh.
I don't deserve it. I thought I was wise, but I wasn't. I thought I knew what was right, but I didn't. Choose Davos. Choose
to you.
You cannot.
Yes, I can. I'm king.
This man is a criminal. He deserves justice.
He just got it. He
Ah!
made many terrible mistakes. He's going to spend the rest of his life fixing them.
God damn it. Get out of this shitty city.
It is not enough.
Becky!
Due to the Unsullied, you would start a war. Letting you walk free would start a war. So our new king has chosen to send you to the Night's Watch.
That was
That's
so
so nice,
not
Watch.
predictable.
The world will always need a home for bastards and broken men. You shall take no wife, or no lands.
So he goes back to. I'm mad about that. I'm about to
I'm
cry.
sorry you've wanted your head, of course. But Raven has accepted the justice of a life sentence. Sansa and Arya wanted you freed. But they understand our new king needs to make peace. No one is very happy. Which means it's a good compromise, I suppose. Was it right? What I did? What we did? It doesn't feel right. We'll see me again in 10 years. I don't expect we'll ever see each other again. I wouldn't be so sure. A few years as hand of the king would make anyone want to piss off the edge of the world.
I'm not happy about this.
I expected.
Well, I'm glad you did. He going right back to the position he was fucking
The son was
before.
a big ass.
Like, who cares? What the fuck? Why reveal who the fuck he is and shit? He's a dragon.
Saloko. Sis. Suliva Vajonat.
I wish there'd been another way. Can you forgive me?
North is free thanks to you.
But they lost their king.
Then Stark's daughter will speak for them. She's the best they could ask for. You can come see me, you know, at Castle Black.
I can't.
You think anyone will dare tell you women aren't allowed?
I'm not going back north.
Where are you going?
What's west of Westeros?
I don't know.
No one knows. It's where all the maps stop. That's where I'm going.
You have your needle.
Right here.
Your Grace.
Oh, she wasn't alive right now. It's hard to really understand.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me.
You were exactly where you were supposed to be.
She's gonna read Jamie's story.
to be missing a Master of Whisperers, and a Master of Laws, and a Master of War.
Yes, Your Grace. Suitable prospects will be brought to you for an audience in the coming weeks.
And Drogon? Any word?
He was last spotted flying east towards
Farther away, the better.
Perhaps I can find him. Do carry on with the rest.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Sir Podrick.
Oh, Podrick.
We serve at your pleasure, King Bran the Broken, ruler of the Six Kingdoms and protector of the realm. Long may he reign.
Long may he reign.
Long may he reign.
Long may he reign.
Long may he reign. That will improve.
I'm sure it will.
Sir Bran of the Blackwater, Lord of High God, Lord Paramount of the region, Master of Coin.
That fucking High Lord.
Would you say the Crown's debt to you has been paid? In full, my Lord Hand.
Well,
Good.
if he's Lord, why
I
can't
will
he
start incurring a new one. We have hungry people to feed. Can we expect some assistance in this regard? Indeed we can. Lord Davos, we have an armada to rebuild and forts to repair. We have. These projects will begin as soon as the Master of Coin and Lord of Lofty Titles provides funding. Master of Coin looks forward to helping the Master of Shit, but first he has to ensure we're not wasting coin, or soon there won't be no more coin. Anymore. You're Master of Grammar now too. Grand Maester.
Oh shit.
It is my theory, based on my years of work on the Costly Rock sewers, that clean water leads to a healthier population.
The Archmaester has done some research on this subject, and it turns out strong live and the weak don't.
Find the best builders and set them to the task.
Or speaking of builders, all the best brothels burn down.
The Master of Coin is willing to fund reconstruction.
The Archmaester is less than enthusiastic about the salutary effects of brothels.
Well, I imagine he isn't using them properly.
I think we can all agree that ships take precedence over brothels.
I think that's a very presumptuous statement. I once brought a jackass and a honeycomb into a brothel.
He's looking at ghosts. They're riding off into the sunset.
Oh, they're gonna find a White Walker. Yo! I'm laughing right now. Shut up.
Kind of sad not to get John went back to the bathroom. Other than that, it was good finale. It's fucking out of shit.
Goddamn minute. I turned the stuff down. Oh, God. I'm not really upset about how I think it's just goodbye.
I know.
Oh, I'm crying.
Yeah, no,
I think it would have been funny if a White Walker popped out and I would have like, that would have been a little comical. Oh man, what the hell? Oh. Whew. That was,
We are no one.
that sucks. They were gonna put like a little like thing, like the last.
And we are
Oh my god. I didn't need a goddamn second.
Convinced ourselves that they were gone.
Ooh.
They were just hibernating.
So, whew.
You think Sansa was?
But in way back when the North was up.
Yeah, I understand
so, like,
that,
it
but
was fitting. No, I know you don't like
she did that for herself. That was for her because she's always wanted to be a queen. Episode 1, season 1, she said it. What the fuck do you need that? Like, no, she just gets on the damn nerves. She's such a spiteful little fucking shit.
it. She got her castle.
I'm mad because she's the one of all the people there. She should have been in support of her brother being king And yet again, her loyalty comes into play, and what does she do? Plays right into how I think she is, and she goes ahead and, well, I really want the North to myself. I understand the reasoning, but that's your fucking brother. Did you really think your brother's gonna ever do anything to betray the North? To hurt the North?
I'm not saying that they said, like, they...
I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying
wall.
HBO said that, and that's what pisses me off. That part pissed me off.
Because...
You don't need to go up against your brother. That's your fucking brother. You claim it the whole fucking series. Stick to what you fucking know.
I think it's kind of like a couple that, like, him going back to the wall. It's fitting, like, he never wanted to rule, like...
But he didn't have to go back to being a bastard.
I don't know if...
They stripped him of his title. They stripped him of anything.
I'm saying, but now he does get to rule, like, the wall, like, he is still, like, a king. Like, not in that way anymore, but...
But they didn't have to sit there and strip him and say, oh, you can go back to being the bastard. Like, what the fuck?
No, he says the wall is always going to need a...
That pissed me off.
Place for, like, broken... Just... I think I felt the most sorry for that dragon. Not that I don't like animals, but, like, that...
I feel that shit every time.
Like, that was your... Like,
that's how I am.
And it sucks to say goodbye to her, because it's not like, I know,
that
it's like
this
last episode that, like...
No, that needed to happen.
But I know it was for, like, the greater good of, like, this, like, series. It does suck, like, saying goodbye to
that dragon was sad.
Because she, like...
I totally...
She was never my favorite, but she was one of my favorites.
I totally and 100% relate to how she feels about those dragons. That's how I feel about my new baby. So when I seen that poor baby dragon cuddling her mama,
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Damn, Gina. So anyway. Get onto the feed. Yeah.
Still do 2 shirts.
Well, anyway, whew. A lot of stuff, like, good for him. Oh. I don't know. I need like a nice moment of silence here. That was, I mean, we'll talk about it later in the week. I got a shit ton of comments this time. Everybody, like, mad, and some people had, like, yeah.
Chris Talchola said it's a waste of time.
I think a lot of it, I think for the most part, though, it was like first initial reaction right now is that it was a decent ending. Like, they did tie up some stuff, so it wasn't like, because coming into this, you thought that everybody's story.
I'll tell you what, everyone was pissed about Ghost not getting a proper goodbye, and they rectified it, y'all.
So they did rectify, okay? Now, I really don't like how this last, like, the way they did a lot of the stories. I think they could have put so much more into the characters, and, like, with the way their storylines went, I think they could have totally done it, like, differently, or totally, like, just have it more justified. But they did actually rectify some of the earlier season frustration.
What if Varys here in the fire?
Yeah, I
still don't know.
Did you have to bring that up right now? Because now I'm going, I need to be sad for a minute, not pissed. Okay.
Never know.
But a lot of you guys are commenting, and a lot of you guys are, like, everybody's saying worse. Like, a lot of people on here are pissed right now.
Really? Why?
It says, worst ending to a TV show ever. I can't believe I lost so much time for this.
Yeah. You know what?
You're welcome for the live stream.
I kind of feel the same way.
I'm sorry I couldn't comment during it, but I'm not. I couldn't miss that. A lot of people, somebody said a waste of 8 years on the series.
I understand where you're coming from with that. I do.
Arya, Explorer, worst finale ever.
I can understand where you get that from, though. I really can.
Somebody said Dany went out like a punk bitch.
But Dany wasn't a warrior. You confuse that, I think. She was not a warrior. She was a conqueror.
Yeah.
Two completely different things. She's not a warrior, not a fighter. She's a conqueror.
And that was her whole story.
Right.
Like,
So
like,
I don't think she really went out like a punk bitch. That's kind of, I mean, it was fitting. I feel like
these are from before. I don't know if they're still like. I'm just going through like and scanning real quick. I have no idea. Somebody said we need a rewrite. The leaks were true. No, I did see that Bran won. Like somebody, and that sucks that it was real. Like it bothered me, but it's in the didn't feel like it might not be true. Like,
see, why did you read that?
I did. It was completely. I wasn't looking for it. Like people like sit there and put shit out. Like just comment
On what?
on like stuff.
That's why you don't read. I tell you all the time. That's why I don't read anything you tag me in. I know you tag me in a lot. I might go back and read some now, but I will
No, if
never.
I'm tagging you in something, it's not a spoiler.
To you, it might not be because you read the books and you have like a clear
No, it's
thing.
not.
To me, it might be like the whole
No,
when
listen,
Charlie was like, "Oh,
Are you ever gonna read the books? Because I've been dying to say some shit. I've been dying to say some shit.
ahead.
Okay, all right. And you're gonna be
I gotta
really
do it
pissed.
quick.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, I'm gonna post this tomorrow. I ain't got time right now. All right. I read the motherfucking books. Okay, and I get the books or the book, show's a show. Even though they kind of crossed a weird line, I feel with it. I mean, they should have just done their own thing to begin with if they were gonna have the material, and which would have been fine. It was two separate versions of the story, okay? But they were so faithful to the books, and all of a sudden they started deviating. Now, this character will probably not amount, like, the character will probably die in the books and stuff. But, and, well, I should have it right here, okay? At the end of the third book, right after Tywin dies and stuff, there's an epilogue in the third book, okay? Everybody's going off. And there's a couple of Freys walking around, and I don't remember the whole chapter in detail, but there's a couple of Freys walking around, and they run into the Men Without Banners, the Lord of Light, Beric Dondarrion, and actually, let me pull up the picture right now on my phone, because I can't really look up the actual chapter right now. Hold on, I just had it like a few days ago. I had it like ready to roll. Where the hell is it? Hold up. They are anyway. These guys, they're running through the woods, and they get captured by the Where the hell is it? Oh my god.
Do the Freys get captured, or
not the Freys? Not like Walder Frey, but there's like some of the people. Where the hell is it? Oh my god, I can't find it. And I had it like saved. And I had it like Where is this?
Oh my goodness.
Let me just. Sorry. And this is about to be if you don't read the books. I mean, it's been out there. It's seriously been out there. This has been out there, okay? Unless you never you don't read the books, okay? So anyway, they're walking. I forget exactly what happened, but they're walking through the woods, and they get captured by the Men Without Banners, or Beric. Not Beric. It's not Beric. It's the other guy. I'm getting the names mixed up because I just don't have it right in front of me. They're so anyway, they're part of the Red Wedding. These Freys were part of the Red Wedding, and they helped kill all the stars, right? Mm-hmm. They get caught, right? Mm-hmm. And they go, well, here's some of the Freys. You should they basically get sentenced to death, right? And they bring them. They're like, well, we're gonna bring you to our leader, right? They bring to this little area in the woods, and there's a woman, and she's cloaked. And they're like, well, she can't really talk anymore after what they did. And I can't say, I forget the exact quote in the book and how to describe it, but from the she can't speak, but she remembers. You can still see the slit where they cut her throat. Beric gave his life so she could come back. And she's in the books right now, hunting down every motherfucking Frey that did her wrong. That's why I get so mad at this show, because they could have brought her back after all of that. Okay? She'll probably die off again, but Arya, because Arya can ward into her, not ward, but jump into her wolf. Arya's the one, she's in her wolf, and she sees her mom floating down the river. And she drags her body out. and then they find her, and then he gives his leg there, and she gets reanimated, except she can't talk now, but she knows. So I'm thinking maybe, hopefully in the books, she catches up with Walter Frey and fucks him up.
Well, they fucking missed the boat on that.
They fucked up really bad.
What they could have done is if they didn't want to show that it was Catelyn Stark, they could have did like this ominous figure with a cloak on,
She's
going
called
around,
Lady
and then in the
Stoneheart.
last fucking.
Because I know you've been asking this whole time, will she come back? And there's been other opportunities in the season where I'm like, what if they throw her in right now?
Yeah, in the last season, they could have revealed that it was her. Like that would have been.
So that has been my biggest
plot twist
thing with this whole show. Like, you could have brought her with all the extra stuff and all the extra stuff you take time for, and all the side stories and the whole Sand State thing.
Wow.
Because there's another
Dude, since the fucking Red Wedding, I've been ready to get rid of this show. Literally, she can tell you.
Literally, in that
I
same
broke
book.
my phone over the Red Wedding. I was ready to end my ties with this show. I was done. The only reason I came back was for Arya and Jon.
I was able to finish the book between seasons 3 and 4 of the show, and I ended up figuring out that it was worth it to keep watching. Because I was probably going to be done. Because I had no idea what was going to happen when the Red Wedding happened. Like, that would blindside me.
I was fucking
I was pissed. I was like, what's the point? Like, what? And then, literally in the same exact book, and they made you wait a whole season.
That's
Joffrey dies.
What was the point?
Then Tywin dies. And then a few chapters later, here comes fucking Catelyn Stark back from the dead. About to chop anybody off. And she's a very flawed character because she almost kills somebody innocent. She actually almost kills Brienne. Because she
almost did in this.
Hmm?
In the show, she didn't trust Brienne at first.
No, I'm saying like after what happens, like remember I tell you how I like almost threw the book. I was reading it and like she sees and Brienne. The only thing with this show is Brienne's story is actually better in the show. She's pointlessly wandering around like looking for Arya and Sansa in the book, and literally she comes like she crosses paths with her and she sees that she has Jaime's sword and she's like, you fucking betrayed. She's thinking she betrayed her and she's just working for Jaime to get. She's still like working for her, but she doesn't understand and she's about to hang her and she's like, you either choose a sword. I forget exactly how it goes down. I can't think right now. She's like she's getting hung and she shouts out like sword. And basically, she's on the hunt right now to go find Jaime Lannister and bring her back to Catelyn Stark. Because Catelyn's about with Jaime Lannister. So, as of right now,
she dies.
Yeah, her life is saved. Her life, she doesn't, if she's gonna die, she doesn't die here. But that was one of those things in the book where I was like, what the hell? But yeah, they really, and there's a couple other characters in the book that you like. You would like the one girl in Dorne. She's not like an idiot sand snake. Like, you know, they had this thing, like, nobody really liked that. You're like, whatever. This girl's kick-ass. She's like running around with like the bodyguard.
I don't know. What did they all think about?
So yeah, thanks for
about
never bringing Catelyn Stark back, assholes.
No. What did you guys think about Jon going back to being a nobody? I mean,
the nobody that does upset me, but I think he's the king of the wildlings. Like he is. The king.
I get that he
like,
didn't want to be a king. I totally get that, but they could have ended his storyline a little bit better with a little. I mean, really? Like, I'm upset about it. I mean, a lot of people are pissed off about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people on Facebook are like, man,
I can't even keep up with. I'm not overly happy.
Hell
about it,
yeah,
but I'm
Ryan!
not-
Look, he said, hey, okay, HBO, were you trying to compete with True Blood's ending? Fucking right, that's what I said. Hell yeah.
But I don't know. This could be what really was supposed to happen. Though. This could have been straight up George R. R. Martin's ending, and but it won't happen exactly the same way. But some of these prophecies did come. That they did actually work out the way they were supposed to. Like I said earlier, it says with Cersei the Valonqar was supposed to wrap his hands around her, and they said, and I can't go back and look this up right now, but in the show they never put that part in, so they didn't really mess up that part of the prophecy, but it's in the book. Just like certain things, like when Jon comes back in the book, I think he's gonna come back a different way, or like he might be walking around a ghost. I'm just saying, if they were going to devote a lot of time to these character stories in the beginning of the show, and I know they had the material, so it was hard because they've been making like their own version of it, and I get that.
What did they say? Did they say anything about how Jon's story ended?
Sorry, but they could have like really like stretched on this out. We could have had a whole season of the Night King, like, so that's kind of like
People are writing in your own life. You're supposed to be answering.
I know that's hard for me to keep up because I'm sidetracked. If I'm pissed off, the cat will start.
No, but you're talking about your damn self. Talk to them. They're the viewers.
Thank you.
Viewers that way.
It says crazy. John is the true heir to the throne, yet he has to live his whole life in the mouth of what?
Exactly. That's what I like.
Somebody
what?
said rush, and that's how I feel. Like,
it was very rushed.
I need, like, even after last week's episode, I had to, like, after 4 days, really think it over. Like, okay, like.
I've never seen one episode of this Game of Thrones show. What happened tonight that's got my whole timeline threatening to slit their own throats?
It seems like they would have killed him on the spot, but maybe Davos talked him out of it. They say, why didn't they just elect Jon king?
Yeah.
Bran didn't want to become king, and also it was Tyrion. What? Why was it Tyrion that even mentioned Bran being king when he is a prisoner? Oh, they're like, why did Tyrion get to vote when he was the prisoner?
Hashtag my watch has ended.
Oh God, I put their watches have ended earlier. I'm just disappointed how
my
rushed.
watch has ended. Like,
Somebody said I'm just disappointed how rushed this damn season was. Jon just turns on Dany just like that. Like I get that. Like I get that he had to move fast for that because she was gonna go like crazy. But I get like how like it just like ding 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 like it wasn't like after a couple days time like she's really going nuts. Like the realization came within like 5 minutes of screen time. So I totally agree. Understand that.
Breaking Bad.
It says no build up or anything. I totally agree with that. Rush season, he can see into the future. They're talking about Bran, and he's like, he always saw himself being king. That's why he sat there and did what he did, because he knew he was where he was supposed to be. And he put those
I'm
people
not mad at
where
Bran being king, though, because
I don't hate it, but I
if
don't
you
love
think
it
about
either.
it really started with him being pushed out of that window. So it came full circle.
It was stupid how they wrote it. I agree. It was stupid how they
I'm honestly not that mad at this episode. I'm mad more at the fact that
I'm mad more at this season, not this episode. Like, just
Jon's story pisses me off, and
we could have like 3 more seasons right now. Like, I mean,
I don't know if they could drag it out that long, but
they did in the beginning.
I know, that's
And,
what
like,
I'm saying. I don't.
This
think
could have been a
piqued
10
my
episode
interest.
season, and a lot of people are saying like, yeah, it's rushed.
Yeah, you said seasons, not episodes.
Oh my God. At least Bran can roll to the throne with all that melted metal now. Like he's got his own portable metal throne now.
A true story.
Or I don't know. Was it wood or metal? Because I don't know. Okay. But yeah. Good call again. This was, something you guys sit on for a few days. To everybody who tuned in, thank you for watching. We do have to wrap this up now. I can still wear this shirt. Thank the Jesuses. Jon, that is my pick, Jon. And I'm glad that Tyrion didn't die, because I was gonna walk out and slam the door and go ape shit if he had died there. So I'm glad about that. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to every comment. But we will be going live, I think Friday night, probably around 6ish. We'll probably go live and have our final thoughts, and maybe I'll get into another show and be back for more live reactions. So to everybody, like I said, to everybody who's watched, thank you very much. Hopefully those of you who haven't seen the episode yet, can see it soon if it hasn't aired where you're at. And I guess that's pretty much it for today. So, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and
Share.
And as I always say,
Have a 5-star day. Well, night now.
oh yeah,
Our watch has ended, guys.
have a 5-star night.
Good night.
Our watch has ended.